taking the scenic route to my mother's. There's a route that's 17 minutes faster, but there's bigger roads, I think even the interstate. And it's an area I think I went through last year. I'm like, I want to do something different. I'm on the back roads. Just got off a little bit. Part of it was dirt. But it's pretty. I left the East Branch Corps of Engineer campsite bright and early this morning. Got an early start to hit the road, hoping to reach New York today, which is the end of my road trip, really. 2,000 miles in 7 weeks. It's hard to believe I've been on the road 7 weeks cross country, but boy, it goes by fast. Temperatures ranging from 95 to the 40s. Craziness. This is taking me way back in the way back machine. That looked lovely. Wow. Just past a house with a billboard size, not really, big old sign though in their front yard that said Trump won. One of the things I'm noticing, in case some of you are curious, because I see talk of this on Twitter, I am seeing fewer Trump signs than I normally do, but the ones I see are bigger, louder, bolder, like multiple signs. I'm seeing billboards, like literally like billboards painted on the side of barns. It really seems, and I think that's kind of fitting considering the people who are left supporting him and the, let's call it passion they have for their beliefs. Yes, and I'm being diplomatic. So, I don't know. Just an observation. You know, I travel through a lot of states, a lot of rural areas. Hi, dear. It's okay, Sadie. Sadie. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She's got an important job. You have a very important job. I know your job is to make sure nobody bothers us and that we're safe, and I really appreciate it. I do appreciate it. In the campgrounds, she's fine with people walking like on the road past us, but man, if they get too close, the whole time we were in campgrounds across the country, especially the last one we were in, I was in a very tiny site. I don't even know if I made a video, if I told you about it. Very, very off level. I almost left. I had reserved it for 2 nights and I got there and it was so off level and it was so small. I had like this much room to get out my door. It was freaking crazy. And it was the only site left. Anyway, it was a small site and anybody who walked by, because they were so close, man, she just went nuts. She just doesn't, we have a perimeter. And you do not come into that perimeter or Sadie will tell you to go. She keeps us safe. She does a very good job of that. Look at that. Seeing some of these old abandoned houses that remind me of houses that people lived in when I was a kid really make me feel old. You know, there's little things that make you realize how old you are. 55, half a century, that's a long time. You know, you think about the things that when I was a kid, I mean, there are things that I had as a kid that kids now never even heard of. You know, my mentee, my little sister, she's 20. She doesn't know life before the internet. Cassette players, record albums, dial phones. What makes you feel old? Tell me below, what makes you feel old? Do hashtag old. And tell me, like, what little triggers make you not necessarily even feel old. I don't feel old. I mean, my numbers look old, but how about make you recognize your age? Let's put it that way. Because age is just a number. But what little triggers help you recognize where you are in life? Leave it below. I really want to hear what triggers you guys. I'm just turning around. I just didn't want to be in your way. That was a very nice young man. I turned around in a pipeline entrance, and he was coming down, and I was like waving at him like, I'll wait. I just didn't want to get out of his way, and he got out of his truck. It's a windy, narrow road. He got out of his truck to help direct me into the road, as if I've never done this before, but it was very, very nice of him. Anyway, I'm turning around because I saw a little pull-out up here. I know, crazy. And there was a little pumpkin just laying there. And I have this whole thing. I don't think I've ever talked to you about this before. About food as decoration. First world privilege. Food as decoration. There are literally people starving, and we use food as decoration. So there it is. So there it is. Look at, and I can use it to eat. What do you think? Think about all the food we waste this time of year. Pumpkins we buy, all the resources that go into growing them, the water that goes into growing them, just to put on our porches. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Look at that. I can make something with that. It's kind of soft. Is it a pumpkin or is it a squash? Either way, I can eat it. Free food. You know, think about, you know, I mean, we're running out of water and stuff, so we really have to start thinking about these things. We put pumpkins and gourds and stuff on our porch for decoration, and when we're done, we just throw them away. Look at, what is it? What is it? So I rescued pumpkin, and we're gonna eat it. What do you think? Okay, we're not getting out. Pumpkin soup sounds really good. My mother had gallbladder surgery, and she's having a hard time recovering, and she can only eat soft things, so maybe I'll make her some pumpkin soup. Yes, that was fun. I know, I'm crazy. I also have to be careful on that side because my step isn't coming in. It's stuck in the out position, and it's just the magnet from the door, and I found that out because it wasn't working, and I was vacuuming and I hit it, and it would go in, and it was shorting out basically when I hit the little thing with a vacuum. So I undid it. I undid it and realized that it was broken. So I ordered the part on Amazon. I went out of my way to go to Camping World because they have a parts department, and of course, I mean, I don't know if it was a small Camping World, but of course they only have parts on hand for newer things. So I ordered it on Amazon. I have to be careful about where I go and what I do because that's sticking out and it's low, and I don't want to rip it off. I'm all chipper and energetic after a few days of rest. That was a great place to stop. 3 nights, $30 a night, which really is a lot for me. But I had the whole thing all to myself the entire time I was there. Not another camper. A few locals or something drove through in trucks, but mowing yesterday morning, but great spot. I miss Spidey Sense. I miss her. Started feeling bad actually after I lost her in Ohio, thinking that maybe the humane thing to do would have been to clean her off my RV in Missouri because she left out of her element. I don't know, could she survive in Ohio? You know, completely different, well, not completely different, but a very different environment than Missouri where I picked her up. So I started feeling bad. I thought the humane thing at first was, you know, just let her be, just let her figure things out. She wanted to build a web there, so let her stay there. But then when I lost her in Ohio, when she left, I was like, crap, I hope she survives out here. Wherever you are, Spidey, I hope you're okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're living in Oz. The land of Oz.
Continue 46 north.
houses. I just love them so much. Anybody know where I am? Any locals recognize this? Because you're always like, oh my gosh, you were right by my house. Look at, sorry, Sadie gets so excited when I do that. I know, there's nothing there. Crosby and Smithport. Look at, vote Democrat. No one will know. Yay. Hi. So I saw a sign for a picnic area, and it's a state park. And it's time for my breakfast. Oh my. Road closed. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go turn around. You know what? There's a picnic table right there. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around. Wow. I just violated like 5 laws in this little park. Give the trolls something to talk about. She's above the law. Look at her. She's so above the law. She's typical liberal. There's cabins. Cool. It out. So I was given a very generous gift of a Vitamix, changing my life, and it is, I can't remember, 1500, shoot, I looked it up, it's 1500 watts, I think. So I can't run this on the inverter I have. Luckily, I have the Oupes battery here, the 1500 watt battery, the Oupes 1800 with an 1800 watt pure sine wave inverter. So the Oupes battery is really good for running my new Vitamix. Right now I'm making my ginger juice. This is ginger. I put a little bit of apple in it because I have apples, because it's apple season, and a little bit of water and lemon juice. And let's see how the Oupes does with this super powerful Vitamix. You ready? Battery on. There we go. Battery is on. There we go. Vitamix is ready to go. Boom. Alright. You can see how much it's using. Let's turn it up full blast. So even running the super powerful Vitamix, I have a 99% battery charge. It says that I could run the Vitamix at the highest speed for 2 more hours on a 99% charge on the Oupes solar generator battery. So that's pretty good. And, you know, while I'm running the Vitamix, I could also plug in my phone. I could also plug in other things using the 120 outlets. So look at, still 99%. 1.7 hours it says it has left now. This, you know what? This, I don't understand this. So this is hours, this is minutes. And in the manual, it says that it is charge, discharge. Look at it. Now it says 2.7 hours. So, and it fluctuates like crazy. So I don't really know what any of this, look at, now it says 3, which I guess it makes sense that it's going up since I'm not using it. Now it says 5.7. It just seems to be a little inconsistent. Now it says 6.7. So I guess it's going back up after I ran the Vitamix. But I don't know, maybe I'm just not used to it yet. I'm not used to reading it. But it is in 76 hours. It's 6 hours, 7 minutes. Performs great. Woo! Woo-wee! It's got a lot of ginger in it, just the way I like it. Wow. And I don't have to strain it like I had to in my bullet. Thanks, Oupes. Oops, I did it again. Oh yeah, I was so Britney Spears. I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now.
Got up and put on her genius Oops, I Did It Again CD, and I just started dancing.
I stumbled on a piece of Pennsylvania history. So Denton Hill State Park was the first ski operation run by the Pennsylvania Department of Forests and Waters, which is the predecessor of the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. It was established in 1951, opened in 1959, and the lodge and ski area were built between 58 and 67. The ski area was operated by the state until 1979, when it became a concession run by a private contractor. Hi, you have food in your dish. You have food in your dish. The park was closed to downhill skiing in late 2014 when the concession contract expired. The state has completed a study on what improvements to the park facilities would be needed to fully reopen it. I like it like this. It's empty. Sawhorse. Something. Oh, come on. Ski patrol. Yeah. Huh. According to the website, the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources is looking for proposals for 4-season recreation adventure center concessions. Wow, for a second I thought it was going to be open. Too bad. Oh, it's locked from the inside. What are you doing? She's just having so much fun. Cool. What is it about? Places that are no longer in use, no longer occupied. That's so cool. I mean for me, besides having it all to myself, being able to just wander around and explore on my own, it's the best thing ever. Although somebody commented on one of the New Zealand videos the other day, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I never look at my videos after I make them. You know, and this is my life as much as it is my job. You know, think about, like, you go on vacation and you take pictures and video and you look at them later. I never do that. So anyway, I looked at the New Zealand video, and it was the day in Christchurch, and I'd hopped on the tram that goes through the city,
and I learned a lot. And my independent nature, you know, like even when I've traveled 6 countries in Europe, I just wandered aimlessly, you know, reading up a little bit here and there as I went, but I really learned a lot about New Zealand and Christchurch being on that tram. So there is something to be said about organized tours and things like that, right? You do learn more probably than just wandering around by yourself. This is so cool, look! Oh, look! Oh, Sadie got excited. Oh my gosh, I mean, is it, you think I can get it to run? Nope. That would fucking freak me out, man. Wow. Oh my gosh. I've skied twice. I think twice I've been downhill skiing in Tahoe, up near Tahoe. And the second time I think I was actually able to get off the lift without falling down and making them have to stop it. And I went down a real hill after a morning of lessons. And it was great. The skiing part is super easy, you know? You just put your skis on and go down a hill. Stopping and not running into people is the hard part. What do they call snowplow? I did that a couple of times. I hurt for days. This is cool. Look. Oh, Sadie. Sadie Rihanna. You know the L word, don't you? Look at it. Awesome. So while the ski resort is closed, the state park is open daily for visiting, exploring, hiking, and mountain biking. Come see with me. If you ever wondered what the inside of a ski lift operator booth looks like. Huh. Ooh. I could be such a child. I had to push every button. Hey, look at the phone. One of these days I'll find treasure in one of these old abandoned places. Whatever treasure might be. Look at it. There's a note. Replaced relay for auxiliary motor. I wonder when this place closes down. I'll have to find it out. Oh, look. Here's a guide. Look at some kind of notes for something. Do not push test button while lift is in operation. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is exciting. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the abandoned amusement park I went to in Kentucky or West Virginia. Can't remember which. I always have to look it up. Lake Shawnee. West Virginia, I think. I always think it's Kentucky, but I think it was West Virginia. Wow. You know, and there's no signs that say you can't sleep here overnight. This would be a fun place to spend the night. Look at it. There's trails. I could walk up the lift trails. This would be a fun place to spend the night. But I'm moseying. Got places to go. Oh my god, somebody stole the thermometer part with the mercury. That's kind of weird. Or maybe they took it out because it's harmful. It's freaking cold, man. I went from like blistering heat to winter. Where's fall? I'm cold. It's probably only like 48 degrees outside right now. Yeah, maybe in the 50s. It's freaking cold. From here is a bright blue sign. There is a rest area across the road. I saw cars over there and a museum. It says lumber something museum. But so there is a full official rest area, but what fun is that? These cabins.
So these are 5 chalets on the grounds of Ski Denton, which is what it was called when it was privatized in the 60s and 70s. Each cabin has wall-to-wall carpeting, 2 bedrooms that sleep up to 6 people. There's a living room, cathedral ceilings in each cabin. They have full kitchen, dining room, bathroom.
Huh. Oh, 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 oh. Can you see? Tell me what's in there. I can't see. Oh, Sadie girl, I tripped over you. Oh, here we go. Well, it's freshly mowed. Huh. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, that looks like bunk beds right there. Oh. Bummer. Why does everybody remember to lock the doors? I just want to look. Alright. Huh, there's more. Wow. Hey, hey, over here. Stay away from the road. Thank you. Come on. Cool. Nice little stop. What a nice surprise. This is kind of like the kind of rest stop, the break I dream of. You know, I mean, all the times I drive through the desert, drive through the plains, drive through the farmlands, looking for a cool place to stop for breakfast or lunch. I dream of something like this that I can explore and wonder about. I usually just settle for a forest road or a city park or a rest area, very, very rarely. I don't like rest areas because Sadie can't get out and run around. Or open cornfield. I'd rather be in the middle of a cornfield where we have room to run and wander. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go down and see what the state park sign says down here. There it is. Of course. Land Water Conservation, a cooperative project. National Park, U.S. Department of the Interior. Wow. Sunrise, sunset, no camping. Well, one mystery solved. You cannot camp here. Well, that was a fun little stop, huh? Let's get back on the road. Before we do me a favor, make sure you're still subscribed to my channel. Even if you think you're subscribed, double check, because YouTube unsubscribes people all the time. And if you haven't already subscribed and you're watching my videos, please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. It all helps keep this channel going. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me on my road trip East 2022. I hope you had a good time. I have some things coming up, a little bit in New York, some Vermont, and then I head down south to North Carolina. So that's all coming up soon. Be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell for notification. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. See you soon.